and welcome back to Crochet at My House. It's been quite a busy week. I've actually been working on a lot of different projects, started some and worked on some, and we did some other things as well. So I'll just kind of talk about all the different things, I guess. First of all, I have been working on some slightly cooler projects mostly, but I have been doing a few that aren't so cool, as in because it's hot. So this is one of the things I have been working on. This is a cooler project. It's cotton I'm using. I'm using cotton and linen technically, but so far I've just used the cotton. You can kind of see a little pattern in it now. So I've done all of this so far, and that is this shawl here. It's quite a long pattern, and there's a lot of repeat this row, repeat that row so far. But I am enjoying it, and I am liking the little pattern. If I bring it to here, you can kind of see. Yeah. So this triangle section here, that's the section I'm on. And so it has a couple of little pattern pieces, and it has a stripe, which I'm looking forward to doing, and then another section like that bit, and it does it back and forth the whole way. So it's really pretty and fairly good. Our pattern, it doesn't have too many issues with it. I have noticed one thing though. There's one particular row in it. She said one more stitch than was needed. I don't know. I counted it, like I counted the row, and the stitch count at the end of the row matched up when I did one less. So I don't know, maybe it's just a typo, she's put one too many numbers, whatever. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I figured it out pretty fast, but yeah, it's a thing. Now the next thing is I have been working on the socks. Now I will take pictures of these to pop in after, because obviously I kind of can't show you the colour properly because they don't want to show up just on video. But I have done the heels now, so here's the heel. I actually really like this heel. It was really easy to do, and I've done another pair of socks that was like this, like kind of this sort of style, but it went to such a small thing that it ended up with this weird pointy bit. This one doesn't do that. It's quite wide, so when you come down to that, it doesn't end up pointy when you put the sock on. So I like that. I really enjoy the pattern as well. It's pretty. And this bit here, when I start going up, will be this pattern, and then it has the edge. I'm really enjoying that. It's fun and very colourful. I'm loving the way this yarn looks, although I will say it is a little splitty. I think I have the ball band down here. It's a little splitty when you're working with it. Sometimes if you catch it, it will split, but other than that, it's pretty good. So it's from Hobbycraft. It's 2 of a kind 4-ply sock yarn. Here's the ball band. That's whitey. I like the way the colours work. It just has a little issue of being splitty occasionally, but other than that, it is really nice and easy to work with. Then I've got some bigger things I've been working on. So this I haven't been working on a whole lot because it is warm, but I did have a chance to work on it the other day. So I have finished that first row of the vintage peach and done the second row. So that's how it's looking. I actually have many stripes now. This is the second repeat of the vintage peach. I'm enjoying that when I can work on it. And of course this is the Call the Midwife baby blanket, and was also originally known as the block shawl. Now the last thing I've been working on that isn't new, I got the right way around, is this here. This is the Jayda mile a minute crochet along, and I've been kind of doing it along with Judy Witch Piece Crafts Firstone along. Like, I've been using the colours. So this is what it's looking like. And I did ask on my last video if I should use red, and I did. So I used this really bright red. Again, I will probably take a picture of this to show the colours better. But all in all, I think it does actually look pretty okay with another red. The only month where I haven't copied Judy on her colours was this one here. This one I did as Alexandrite instead of whatever the other one was. And this one is supposed to be Ruby. So I'm liking it. I like how the different colours look together. And this stitch is really pretty. It's like a little triangle. I like it. So that's all of my works in progress. Now the last thing I've been working on is something I just started yesterday. So you might remember this book. I got it for Christmas, this past Christmas. It's called Whimsical Stitches, and the pattern I'm doing is this duck. So here is how my duck's looking. So it's got little googly eyes, but they are safety eyes. I really like googly safety eyes. They're just so cute, and they move around so that it gives the little aragoonies a little bit of character. I've also done the beak, and here you can see I've got brown and grey on the top of the head, which is green. So I'm kind of about halfway done. I just have to do the end of the rows and bring it all in to the bottom. Then he's got wings and feet, and that's it. It's a fun, easy little pattern, and I'm enjoying it. You can kind of see a little bits of grey. I've been carrying my yarn and not always paying attention if it's actually being covered up, but I actually think it works well for the duck. It gives it a little bit of texture and makes it less blocky, so I actually kind of like it for that. The next things I've been doing is, I've also shown this before, this is a doodle scratch book with colouring as well, and I have been doing a little bit of colouring this week. Here we go. So here's the page I've been colouring, and it's this cat. So I've made a grey cat. I've got some of the flowers I've got colour, the butterflies I've started colouring. I've kind of done a gradient on this flower, and I've used pink, and as you can probably see, I've done one green eye, one blue eye. I just thought that would be cute. So I've been colouring that in, and I've actually been using Crayola markers. So I've just been using these regular washable Crayola markers along with the smaller ones. These ones here, little pipsqueaks. So I've been using those, and it really actually works well on this paper, I guess you'd call it. It works really nicely on that, very smooth. So I've been enjoying doing that. I've also been doing something else, which I was actually doing with my sister. We are doing a little bit of tie-dye. So there's this towel. It's pretty cute and it turned out nice. So that's one of our experiments. We also did 2 pairs of socks. So here's one set. I think they turned out nice, although they don't necessarily match. They are kind of cute. So that's one set. This other set is interesting. It's purple and yellow mostly, and like this one's came out more yellow, whereas the other ones came out more purple. But I think they look nice. Quite interesting. So we did some socks, and we also did a t-shirt each. We have this one. So I will probably take pictures of these as well. Although this is actually showing up really nicely. This was my sister's one. And this was my one. I think they turned out really nice. I haven't actually done tie-dye before, so that was interesting. Now the last thing that I tie-dyed isn't a clothing thing. I actually tie-dyed some yarn, so I will put a before and after picture of this yarn. This is what I tie-dyed in advance, and I actually really love this. It's got so many different colours in there. There's like red, purple, pink, violet, and like even a touch of orange, yellow in here. And it just turned out so pretty. I really like it. I didn't know how it would turn out because I've never dyed yarn before. And I don't know if I will like actually get into dyeing yarn, but I might play around with it a little and see if I enjoy doing it. That was what I did. It was really fun. It did take quite a long time to dry this. And this isn't just a yarn I could easily get. This is a yarn from a second-hand shop. So it's not something I can get again because it's a discontinued yarn. But I think it took the dye really well, and it's cotton. And it has this little sparkle running through it as well, so I think that adds to how pretty it is. So that's all the things I've been up to. Having fun with it, of course. Yeah, I hope everyone else is enjoying their weather. We've had a lot of warm weather here for like the past 2 weeks. And so I've been doing a lot of cooler projects, trying not to melt in the heat, but it's been nice. Oh, and my ankle is feeling better. if you haven't watched last week's video, I did like overwork my ankle and it was a bit not great, but it's doing a lot better now. I'm just being careful with it. Yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. So I think my question today will be, have you ever done amigurumi? If so, what kind of eyes do you like adding to your creations? Like solid black, coloured, googly, whatever it is, what it would be interesting. Mine's obviously the googly eye kind of effect. I think it's cute. So remember and like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications every time I put up a new video.